skin is going to reflect everything that's going on in our life.
I don't around when it comes to skin, you guys, and she's the best of the best.
I think everyone should take care of their skin, not just from an aesthetic point. Skin cancer is real and can kill you.
What is something on social media that you see everywhere that drives you absolutely nuts when it comes to skin?
Do you have an hour? What drives me crazy is these sheep of people that just follow along.
Staci Christie.
Yes, dear.
Back on the show, third time. I told Anna, your assistant, that I do not invite anyone on the show 3 times that is not a pro on the mic.
Oh, thank you, Lauryn. I'm happy to be here, and thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming. We decided to kick Michael off.
Oh.
Because this episode's for the girls.
Okay, girl on girl.
This is girl on girl.
I mean that in a good way.
Taylor, don't. Taylor's. Oh, who knows what Taylor's doing? This is for the girls. Beauty, pregnancy skin tips for the face, products. We're going to get into it all. First, before we do, why don't you give us a little breakdown of who you are, just in case they haven't listened to your other episodes.
Okay, so hi, Staci Christie here, 61 years old. I've been in business as an esthetician since 2001. And prior to that, I worked in plastic surgery for about 15 years in the operating room. I pride myself on customized skincare needs, from treatments to products, because skincare is not one size fits all. And I love to make people look and feel the best about themselves.
I think the skin is so important because it is like a resume when you walk into the room.
Absolutely. It's your largest organ. And, I will often come across someone that'll say, I just don't really care. Well, you know what? You do. I don't think that there's any human being on this planet that doesn't really appreciate the reflection of the mirror. We all are not going to look like Kim Kardashian, right? I mean, there's some absolute gorgeous people in this world, men and women both. But I think everyone should take care of their skin, not just from an aesthetic point. Skin cancer is real and can kill you. And, my husband is a skin cancer survivor. So I enjoy tailoring your skincare regimen to your budget, to your needs. And that's also evolving. It'll change through a calendar year. You might become pregnant. You might get sick. You might move, some stress. And so skin is going to reflect everything that's going on in our life, from the food we eat to our environment to our stress.
It's funny because I met you when I was 20 probably, and you walked into the room, into the boutique that I was working in. And the first thing I noticed about you was your skin. And I think that's such a tribute to everything you're saying.
Thank you. I genetics also plays a role. My mom has beautiful skin, and so did my grandmother. However, they also took care of their skin, and that was taught to me as I was a little girl. Now, when I was growing up, sunscreen was not even available. And sunscreen is so vitally important to all of us. I mean, I think you asked me, actually, when you were a bartender at Delicious, you said, what's the best tip you can give me? And I said, keep your face out of the sun. Keep your skin out of the sun. Wear a sunscreen and wear a large brimmed hat when you're outside. That is what all of us need to do. Bare minimum.
And here's the thing. You and I don't hate the sun.
No, I love it. I love to be outdoors.
This is a misconception. It's not that I hate the sun. It's that I'm thoughtful about the sun.
Exactly.
So on my phone, I have the UV app where it tells me the UV. So I know when to invest in the sun, meaning I'll go out in the morning or the late afternoon when it's low.
But are you wearing a hat in your sunscreen?
Yes.
Good
girl. Well, not in the morning, maybe.
Okay.
I'm not wearing sunscreen. It's 0 in the morning. Is that okay?
Well, I don't go outside without, if I'm going to take the dogs out first thing in the morning and I'm, I probably slippers on, I wear a hat.
Even at 7?
Even at 7.
Fuck.
Yes.
You have your Eric Jarvis hat on at 7?
I sure do. I'll even wear my visor with my robe on. I'm programmed that way.
Got it.
And the sun in the morning in the front of our house, you've been to our home. I mean, the sun is blazing because the sun rises and the sun is just blazing. And Ed will come out there and sit down in the chair and open up the newspaper, no hat, no sunscreen. And I'm just, going crazy, running and grabbing a hat and slapping it on him. And a little vitamin D, of course, I mean, it feels good. It's like a nanosecond of sun is not going to cause skin cancer, but we just have to be mindful. If you're just going out real quick with the kids, it's fine. It's just me. It's my habit that I've taught myself how to live my life. I literally, if I'm outside and my face, neck, chest is exposed to the sun, I'll even just put my hands up. You'll find me doing that.
Okay.
I just don't I don't like what it does. And a plastic surgeon who did my facelift 10 years ago, Dr. Timothy Martin in San Francisco, he told me, Staci, 2 minutes of sun exposure can cause you to the fibroblast, our collagen and elastin. It will help to decrease that. So it's going to age you.
Jeez. So we really have to be thoughtful even at 7 a.m.
Oh, yes. Yes.
I mean, I'm always like a sun freak, but I didn't know it's 7.
But if you're just outside for, like I said, you're just in and out, it's okay. But if you're going to be outside for an extended period of time, I would be, or when I wake up in the morning, I at least splash my face. And if I'm going to go take the dogs for a walk, I'm not going to do my entire skincare regimen.
Right.
But I'll do a quick cleanse, a moisturizer, and a sunscreen and go do my business. Then I come back and take a shower and do my entire routine.
Which takes how long?
My routine honestly takes maybe 6 minutes.
Okay. We can deal with that.
Yeah.
We're going to get into that. Don't worry. What is something on social media that you see everywhere that drives you absolutely fucking nuts when it comes to skin?
Do you have an hour? No, you don't.
Yeah, please say it all. I do have an hour, actually.
What drives me nuts on social media, I don't consider myself an expert by any means.
I do.
Okay, thank you. But
not myself, you.
There is a lot of people out there who will ramble off a lot of stuff that they don't really know what they're talking about. And they have a following for some reason, and they will coerce people to try a product, to invest in something that's not good for their specific skincare needs. I think skincare is my wheelhouse. I understand it. I try every product on myself. If I promote it or recommend it, I've tried it on myself. And it drives me crazy when people who really don't even have an education are out there spewing whatever the hell that they've read or someone told them to say because they're going to pay them to say it about skincare. I mean, I've met a young girl actually just yesterday. She told me that she saw an ad. She purchased this product. It was for hyperpigmentation. It burnt the shit out of her skin. I said, so how'd that work out for you? And so what I really like to do is, if I can, get a one-on-one FaceTime and talk to each individual and get them on the right skincare for their needs. But it drives me crazy to listen to people who have no education just because they've been paid to say something or to use a product and sell it to someone else when they have no idea what they're doing.
What's a product that drives you crazy? Just call it out. You got to call something out.
Oh gosh, I'm not a huge fan of like Face Reality or any of the multi-level marketing products, and there's a lot of them out there. To me, Lauryn, medical grade is the research and development behind medical grade skincare. It's going to cost a little bit more money, but like I said, you don't need to use 10 products. We could nail it down, but medical grade skincare is going to give you a result. But there's a lot of multi-level marketing products out there that are just not good for the skin, in my opinion.
What about the apricot scrub?
Oh my God.
Plastic beads in it.
There are people that still use that.
I know.
And I try to, when I speak with people though, I don't ever want to make someone feel bad because honestly, it's just that they're not educated. They
Right.
don't know. So if I can educate you on proper skincare, I'll tell you more often than not, since we did our last podcast a year and a half ago or whatever, as I said, I start doing these virtual consultations. So I'm able to reach a lot more people because there's only one of me. And I have had so many people, they will reach out to me, Staci, within 2 weeks, Lauryn, they see a difference in their skin, a significant difference in their skin, which just then they start working out more, eating healthy. You know what I mean? It just takes their whole
Snowballs.
lifestyle to a whole different level. And that makes me feel so good. If I can provide that with the few people that I get to see, I mean, it really does make me happy to do that.
You and I have seen some guys in our day, like some of my guy friends, that just don't take care of their skin.
Oh my God.
And I
yes.
end up having to send them to you. What happens if you just don't take care of it? Like, what is it going to look like?
You know, I mean, with social media now, you can see people that you went to school with. So I see people my age, like, boy, that kid was cute in school. I'm like, holy shit, he looks like hell, or she looks like hell. You are going to age. You're just not going to look healthy. People that are smoking cigarettes, drinking too much alcohol, partying, all that is just going to make you look old and rugged and not glowing. I can tell someone from across the room if they smoke cigarettes. Nicotine is terrible. Probably worse for the skin than sunshine is.
It almost gives you dull.
Very dull.
Can
Extremely.
you imagine what the guy from your high school is doing when he looks at your pictures?
People.
He's like beating his meat. He's like, oh.
Lauren.
No, he's like, oh my God, what is she eating?
Well, and okay, eating, that also.
Yeah.
What we eat, as you know, you've known me how many years? I love salmon. One of those people that I love salmon.
Omegas.
I eat salmon probably 3 times a week. And thanks to you, I start eating meat. I am eating.
So proud of you.
I am eating Ed'll cook filet mignon, and I'll eat half of a petite filet and make my salad. But I'm enjoying it also, and I'm feeling better. I do. I feel like my brain is sharper.
It makes you have a little bit more energy.
It does.
Wait till I get you on organs.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
I'm telling you, organs for hair and nails and skin. It makes sense. There's an ancestral blend from Force of Nature. You can't taste it.
Okay, I cannot stomach liver. When I was a kid, my mom would cook liver. I thought I was going to throw up. Okay, I'll try it.
You can't even taste it. Ed, we got to get the burgers going with the ancestral blend.
He'll eat it too. He loves red meat.
It's like you telling me, Lauren, you have to wash your face in the morning.
Yes, Lauren, you have to wash your face in the morning. Okay, and another pet peeve I have
is Lauren not washing her face?
Is Lauren not washing, or it's actually when people don't wash their face before they go to bed. Okay. That is a no-brainer. I want to set people up for success. Okay, guys, listen to me here. You don't have to do your evening skincare routine right before you go to bed. No. You get home, it's 3:30, 4 o'clock, kids are home, get them to do some homework. If you have 15 minutes and it's 3:30, 4 o'clock, go into your bathroom, make it a little ritual. Light a Skinny Confidential candle and do your skincare regimen. It doesn't have to be right before bed. Now, your evening regimen is on. It's taken you 10 minutes, and now you can go cook your dinner, do whatever you have to do, and then if you have a glass of wine and watch some television after dinner, and you're tired, you don't have to now go do your skincare regimen. It's done. It doesn't have to be done.
Too. That's more strategic, and I'll tell you why. If you come home with a bunch of makeup on your face and you leave it on until 9 o'clock, you might as well take it off at 3:30.
Yes.
I don't want any makeup on my face if I'm not working. People see me in makeup, I'm working. When I don't have to work, there's no makeup on my face.
Well, you see me working 99% of the time. I'm not wearing any makeup. I wore some today to try to look pretty for you. But the second I get home, I am cleansing my face because I think it feels gross. I feel like I have a layer on my skin, like I need to wash it off. I don't like it.
I totally feel the same way. So I think that tip is so good. It's like, get it off the second you get home.
Yes, as soon as you have that opportunity where you have 10, 15 minutes to yourself, go into your bathroom, do your evening skincare regimen. Because that's cellular turnover. In the evening is when we want to create our cellular turnover and also heal the skin barrier. So the sooner you get that on, the better you are.
Why do you think there's so much hyperpigmentation in melasma right now? Because I'm noticing people talking about it more than ever.
Well, I think it's because of, our ozone layer is shot. And so a lot of people, honestly, they just don't wear sunscreen or protect themselves. Or they might have on a Trader Joe's SPF 15 or, there's sunscreen in my makeup, I'm fine. No. And if you're outside and out for a walk, enjoying the beautiful outdoors, which I encourage people to do, you must wear a large brimmed hat.
Eric Jarvis is your favorite, right?
I love Eric Javet's hats.
Javits, I always say same.
I
Javits.
love them. I mean, I even thought about creating my own hat, but you can't recreate perfection. That's why I don't have my own skincare line, because the research and development behind SkinCeuticals, Skin Medica, Elastin, Epicutis, Hydrinity, Epicurin, it is milestones above and beyond anything I could ever create. So the research and development in medical grade is going to give you results. Eric Javits created the most beautiful visors with UPF 50. There's that little piece of material that goes on your forehead you can remove, launder so you don't have that bacteria buildup on your forehead. The visors are fabulous. 2 sizes. I've got the large ones and the smaller ones. So if I'm active and I'm playing tennis, I'm wearing the little or smaller diameter. But when I'm out walking the dogs or out in the garden, out for a walk, whatever, outside with the dogs playing, I've got the large visor on.
This is true, you guys, because Michael's parents live across the street from Staci.
Our best friends.
They're best friends, and I always see Staci out with the hat.
Mm-hmm.
So this is not a lie.
No, you've never seen me outside without a hat on.
Ever. Something I keep getting asked is about my pregnancy skincare.
Good question.
We adjusted it a little.
Yes.
Because I can't use Alpharet.
No, you cannot. And, I want to talk a little bit about Alpharet, because you and I, when we were at my office, we had a little banter about Retin-A.
Yes.
So I stand corrected. Now, I am not a fan of prescription strength Retin-A and tretinoin. Now, there are oftentimes someone with, God bless them, those people with terribly thick acneic skin, they might need a big gun like that, okay? Now, the ingredient in Alpharet Overnight Renew by Skin Better Science is a retinoid, and it is a derivative of vitamin A. So Retin-A, retinol, retinoids, they're all derivatives of vitamin A. But the formulation of Alpharet Overnight Renew, which contains a retinoid, also has alpha hydroxy acids, lactic acid, hyaluronic acid, so there's no irritation. And I read a study, I think it was a 12-week study, neck and neck, tretinoin, Alpharet, very parallel results, however, with 0 irritation, 0 downtime, 0 redness and peeling. So you and I are like, well, I don't like Retin-A. No, I don't like Retin-A or tretinoin either for myself. And I have come across a couple people that I will suggest get your butt to a dermatologist because their skin is so severely acneic. Those people can benefit from that. But the overall consensus of Retin-A and tretinoin has gotten a bad rap, but the ingredient, derivative of vitamin A, is what you need for cellular turnover. And that's why I love that product so well. Because, there were so many people that, my God, these Karens came out of the woodwork at me after that podcast or after the story you and I did when you were in my office about Retin-A. Now, so Retin-A and tretinoin, not my cup of tea. But the Alpharet Overnight Renew, which has a retinoic acid in it, it's a retinoid. It's a derivative of vitamin A. And that product I like because of the way it's made.
I love that product too. For my skin, I hate Retin-A and tretinoin. I would never use it.
No, me
and
either.
I'll tell you why. My facialist in Austin, Jamie, she's a Korean facialist. She told me tretinoin doesn't play well with others.
I agree.
So she said, people that are using it, use it by all means if you have to use it if you have really acneic skin.
Right.
But understand that don't bring a bunch of other products into that.
No, it does not play well with those. The main ingredient in tretinoin is Retin-A, and so I just want to kind of stand clear that yes, Retin-A has its place, and Alpharet Overnight Renew has a retinoid in it, which is a derivative of vitamin A, and it is a kick-ass, fabulous product that, in my opinion, everyone needs to be on. And they make a clearing serum, which is Alpharet with salicylic acid. So that's for your terribly acneic patients. And I've had unbelievable success, and it is a product that I use every single night. And you can use it every day because you're not going to get red or irritated.
And that is called Alpharet.
Alpharet Overnight Renew.
I used that every single night before I was pregnant, and
Yes.
I loved it. And I don't know much about it. I just know about it through you. It was no, like you said, no irritation. It just gave you. It's almost like tretinoin is 6 bottles of vodka, and Alpharet's like a beer.
There you have it, or a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a subtle.
Yeah, it's so subtle, user friendly. You're not going to be red, itchy, peely, bitchy, irritated. I saw my dermatologist because everyone should go for a yearly exam, and she was wearing a mask. And I said, hey, are you sick? She's like, no, I did a VI peel. I do VI peels all the time on people. I did a VI peel and I'm on steroids. I said, why? She goes, well, I've been using tretinoin. And this is a doctor. I've been using tretinoin and I gave myself a peel, and my first pass it frosted. What that means is it turns white. So when I'm applying a peel to someone, if I see it turn white, that means frosting. You stop. You do not continue. She continued, used the entire peel, then she left it on for 24 hours. Okay? She had to go on steroids. Her face got infected. And I'm thinking, you're a dermatologist. I'm sorry. My skin looks better than hers. And I told her, I said, look, doctor, you can just use Alpha Red Overnight Renew. I gave her this speech. And I said, there's a study, 12 weeks, using it every day, you get a similar result. And I stopped using my Alpha Red maybe 2 days before I'll give myself a peel, because I do a peel probably 4 times a year. They're fantastic. But this is a doctor. So, sometimes I just think that some people just don't know, they don't care, or they want to. Why not have glowy, gorgeous skin? Why go through all the peeling if you don't have to?
I noticed that Americans, they just like so intense. They think that for it to be effective, it has to be so intense. I also noticed this with Morpheus. Like, people think it has to hurt so bad to get good skin. And if you talk to Korean skincare experts, that's not the way they approach it.
And that's not the way I approach it either, because you can achieve beautiful results. And I love a good peel. I think everyone should have a peel at least 3 or 4 times a year. A good peel, just, thinking about it as peeling a clove of garlic or an onion, getting that outer layer off. And then you have this beautiful new skin. And then we can address it with the products that are going to now penetrate beautifully. Because when you have all that buildup dead skin on your face, if you don't do proper exfoliation, even going to get a proper facial every it doesn't have to be once a month, at least every 6 to 8 weeks though. Get a proper good hydrofacial, get exfoliated so your skincare products will penetrate. If your skin is not well exfoliated, your products are not going to penetrate. So it's kind of a waste of money, because you're going to be spending some good money on these skincare products. Let them work for you. So you need to, at night, do your everyday skincare routine, and your evening regimen is going to help with cellular turnover and to heal your skin barrier. Your morning regimen, that's going to consist of your vitamin C's and different antioxidants to protect against the barriers of the outside, all of our pollutants. So your morning regimen is antioxidants, hydration, protection. Your nighttime is cellular turnover, hydration, rebuild your skin barrier.
I think that something you've taught me too is there's this little scrubber you gave me.
Oh, the spa self sponge, yes.
Yeah, that's really helped me exfoliate my skin, because I'll do an oil cleanse with that and then do my cleanser.
Can I talk? Well, you know what? I want to address hyperpigmentation, then I want to get to oil cleanser. So your question on hyperpigmentation, and my feeling is it's more prevalent because people just don't use as much sunscreen or protect themselves with the hats as much as they should. Now, you're pregnant right now, so there's a lot of products you can't use for your cellular turnover and your hyperpigmentation. And when you're pregnant, oftentimes people will get a pregnancy mask. That's a little melasma going on, and that's just from hormones. Now, I have come across this product line, 2 different ones actually, and I want to bring to your attention first Hydrinity. So this is all pregnancy safe. There's like 9 ingredients in these products. The first product, this Hydrinity Hyacinth Active Spray, it's hypochlorous acid. Everyone needs hypochlorous acid. Now, you can buy hypochlorous acid on Amazon for $20. This does retail for $60. The reason being, once air hits hypochlorous acid, now spritz it on your face. You can use it anytime. You can even use it as a makeup setter. 99.9% of bacteria is killed within 30 seconds. You can use that on the kids. It can get in your ears, your eyes, your nose, your mouth. It's not going to hurt anyone. It is fantastic. True story. One of my clients, he had a little rash on his elbow. It was red, irritated. It looked like psoriasis maybe coming on. I said, use this followed by the restorative HA serum, which heals the skin barrier. 3 days, clear it up. It's incredible.
So it matters what kind of sprayer it has?
Yes, it's once air hits hypochlorous acid. So the products that are on Amazon, they're just in a little chintzy plastic bottle with a little spray thing. This is triple contained. So air is not going to hit this product. Every time you get that fine little lovely mist on your skin, air is not going to get into that bottle. So it's going to maintain its integrity of hypochlorous acid until it's done. You can use this on everyone in your family.
Go on with the pregnancy situation.
They have a vivid brightening serum. This is also pregnancy safe. This is for hyperpigmentation. This is a gift to you, by the way.
Thank you.
Yes.
So excited.
Hydrinity. I told them I was meeting with you, but it's an accelerated scientific product with minimal ingredients, all pregnancy safe. This product right here, Vivid Brightening Serum, this is going to help with your hyperpigmentation. And then there's these 2 HA serums. So HA stands for hyaluronic acid. The brilliant thing about Hydrinity's technology is hyaluronic acid is their delivery system. And what that means is for a product to penetrate your epidermis, it needs to have a brilliant delivery system. Hyaluronic acid, both large and small molecule, and basically what that means is one of them works on the surface and one of them works at the depth of the skin, is going to hydrate the skin. So the renewing serum is, look at this as fountain of youth. This is going to hydrate your skin like no other hyaluronic acid I've come across. I'm obsessed with this. You can use it and then apply your makeup. I mean, simple, simple, simple. You can just cleanse your skin, spritz your skin with this, put that on as some sunscreen, and go walk your kids. And you are covered, and you are going to love this product. Now, you know how sometimes, Lauryn, you will get a little bit of dermatitis if maybe you've had
dermatitis around my nose.
Yeah, from different situations. So next time that flares up, you're going to do your gentle cleanser. You're going to spritz with your active spray, and then you're going to use the restorative HA serum. This company started out as a company for wound healing. This can be used on post gnarly lasered ass skin, and it's going to heal the skin. I did a microneedling on myself, and I was completely healed in 2 days using the hypochlorous acid spray in this. This is also for you.
I can't wait.
You also have a lovely hydrating lipper, nice little lip plumper that's super hydrating to the lips. And this guy right here, this little restorative HA mask, so it's a sheet mask. It is the best sheet mask that I've come across. If I'm doing microneedling or anything aggressive, the skin is compromised in any way, it is the restorative mask. You put this on 15, 20 minutes, and you can use it with your red light. It's incredible. So this is a gift for you too.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
No one wants bad breath. But I like to get to the root cause, and I'm someone that is preventative, and you can be preventative with bad breath, okay, with Smart Mouth. Smart Mouth is the only mouthwash that is scientifically proven to eliminate and prevent bad breath for 24 hours, and all it takes is 2 rinses a day. So this is a really interesting situation. It's essentially confidence in a bottle. It has a unique dual chamber bottle, and there's 2 solutions, and they're separate. So you don't put them together until you're ready to rinse. So you pour the 2 solutions into the cup, and then you activate this thing called Smart Zinc technology. And this is a zinc ion activation, and that is the key to eliminating and preventing sulfur gas. And sulfur gas, everyone should know this, is bad breath. So that's like the secret to have fresh breath all day long and to prevent the bad breath to begin with. Smart Mouth was developed by a dentist and is dentist recommended. We have had so many people reach out to the podcast Instagram and tell us that Smart Mouth is making their breath minty fresh and, like I said, confidence in a bottle, which we all want. Never have bad breath again. Find Smart Mouth at Walgreens, Walmart, Amazon, or visit smartmouth.com/skinny. You can snag a special discount on your next Smart Mouth purchase. That's www.smartmouth.com/skinny. Don't miss out on 24-hour fresh breath. Your mouth will thank you.
Quick break to talk about Nowadays. Nowadays was founded in 2023 and was created to put a new spin on drinking. The brand was born from the desire to change the future future of how we consume beverages, offering an easy entry point to cannabis that can be enjoyed just like alcohol. More and more these days, people are looking for alcohol alternatives, including myself. Nowadays, there's a cannabis-infused beverage brand designed to deliver a light, buzzy experience without the hangover. God knows I don't need any more hangovers. So what is Nowadays? Nowadays, cannabis-infused spirits are the perfect base for your favorite cocktail and come in 750 milliliter bottles in 3 varieties: microdose, which is 2 milligrams, low dose, which is 5 milligrams, and high dose for the heroes, which is 10 milligrams, all with a crisp and light citrus flavor. Additionally, Nowadays has recently launched its THC canned cocktails, the 12-ounce 5 milligram THC and 16-ounce 10 milligram THC ready-to-drink beverages come in 4 refreshing flavors: tropical, spicy lime, citrus, and berry. Each 12-ounce can contains only 4 grams of sugar. What you can expect is a gentle lift within the first 10 to 20 minutes, followed by a social buzz in the next 20 to 40 minutes, and a smooth transition or subtle decline in your buzz around 45 to 60 minutes. What I love about this is you can time this. So for good nights and even better mornings, Nowadays is easy to purchase with direct-to-door delivery. You must be 21 to order at trynowadays.com. Again, that's www.trynowadays.com. So check it out. Visit trynowadays.com and use code SKINNY at checkout for 20% off your first purchase. That's trynowadays.com and use code SKINNY for 20% off your first order. This podcast is sponsored by Active Skin Repair, a skin health company helping people heal with natural, non-toxic, medical-grade ingredients. This has quickly become one of my all-time favorite products, especially with young kids. Active Skin Repair utilizes a molecule called hyperchlorous acid. When applied to the skin, the molecule works by mimicking the natural immune response to cleanse, soothe irritation, reduce inflammation, and support healing. If you get cuts, scrapes, whatever it may be, you can use Active Skin Repair to replace any other chemical product that you've been using. This is an incredible product. Our son recently got stitches on his forehead, and every single day we've been applying Active Skin Repair. The scarring is minimal, and he's got no infection, most importantly. Active Skin Repair can be used to treat a wide range of skin issues as well, including cuts, scrapes, burns, sunburns, rashes, and other types of skin damage. It is also safe and non-toxic, making it suitable for use on all skin types, all parts of the body, and even on rosacea, eczema, and acne-prone skin. We did an episode with the founders of Active Skin Repair, and our mind was blown. If you just search Active Skin Repair Skinny Confidential, you can check out that episode. But like I said, this product has become a favorite in the house. We use it, our kids use it, and there's so many different applications without all the chemical junk that many products use. You can also incorporate Active Skin Repair in your skincare routine as a daily facial toner to eliminate bacteria and optimize skin health. With over 500,000 happy customers, thousands of 5-star reviews, and ingredients so safe and clean they can be used from the youngest member of the family to the oldest, you now have one simple solution for all your family's skin health needs. So check them out. Visit www.activeskinrepair.com to learn more about Active Skin Repair and get 20% off your order. Use code SKINNY. Again, that's at activeskinrepair.com.
You also said I could use all Agent Natura products.
All Agent Natura, all Epicurean.
All Epicurean. You also said I could use SkinCeuticals CE.
You can use CE Ferulic. Yes, you can.
Also P-Tox, it says it's okay.
Yeah, PTOX. That's just a powerful punch. So PTOX is topical Botox. That is one of my...
It works. You
Absolute-
guys, that SkinCeuticals PTOX, how do you say it?
PTOX.
That shit is like Botox
Yes,
in a bottle.
It is. It literally is Botox in a bottle. So what you do is you do your vitamin C first, whether it's Floritin CF. And that's the vitamin C I want to switch you to because that's going to target pigment at a little bit deeper level and it's safe. Floritin CF, then your PTOX, and your hyaluronic acid and your moisturizer. That's your morning routine. Top it off with sunscreen. You're good to go.
Anyone who's pregnant, she just gave you the whole thing.
Okay, now I have
Stomach.
another one.
What's for stomach?
What you mean for stretch marks?
Yeah.
Hydration. Just hydration. So you know what a fan I am of Epicurean. Epicurean, kukui coconut, orange blossom. Every time you're out of the shower, before you get in the shower, you dry brush, right?
Yep.
I mean,
Not my stomach, but dry brush everywhere.
you can't,
Not
the
really.
lymphatic.
Just above.
Okay.
Something about it doesn't intuitively, I don't know. I dry brush my whole body, but not my stomach.
Hydration is number one. You know what I'd like to have you do is actually put on a little of the HA serum, the restorative serum. Just put that on first because that's just going to draw hydration to your tummy and top it off. I've been using Epicurean's body lotion since I was 26, Lauren.
Wow.
Head to toe. Every time I shower, I don't see how people don't put body lotion on. You know, your skin doesn't stop at your décolleté, your nipples. Your skin is your entire body. I take care of my entire body like I do my face. I mean, I'll use tightening products on my arms, tightening products on my legs, on my butt, but I will then hydrate every single time I shower. Agent Nature's body balm is also lovely and pregnancy safe. Okay, pregnancy safe. And I also love Epicurean's Body Love. That's their body washes. I don't use this regular soap on my skin. It's too drying. I use the Body Love.
I want to play a game with you.
Okay.
So I'm going to give my opinion too.
Mm-hmm.
They might be different. That's okay. But I also want your opinion.
Okay.
I'll let you go first.
Okay.
What's the biggest mistake people make with their skin that ages them faster?
Not using sunscreen.
Okay. I'm also going to give you another one. I think it's using the wrong foundation.
Makeup.
Yes, I think that makeup makes you look older or younger.
I agree. And I actually think when you're older like I am, makeup, I have not yet found a makeup. I'm wearing Chantecaille today and on top of, all of my skincare regimen, but I feel that all makeup makes me look older. I prefer wearing a tinted sunscreen.
I agree with you. And I think that if you don't have a good skincare routine underneath the foundation, fucking forget it.
1,000%. If your skin isn't well hydrated before you put on even your tinted sunscreen, you're going to look old.
If you put makeup on me without any skincare, like say like I got glam and there was no skincare on, I would look like a pig. Like it would look like a pig.
Yeah. Well, I don't think you could
Do you
ever
know
look
what
like
I
a
mean
pig.
though? Like I have to have like a 5-step situation before I even touch foundation.
Those HA, the renewing is the most beautiful foundation for makeup.
Under makeup.
Yes.
Okay.
100%.
What is one miracle skincare ingredient that actually works, and what's one that's overhyped?
Oh, Lord. Well, there's two that actually work, and that's vitamin C and the alpha ret. They just really do work.
Okay.
I mean, when I put my patients on a good vitamin C, and I'm a huge fan of SkinCeuticals vitamin C as well as Skin Better Science, they're Alto Advanced. It's vitamin C with 19 other antioxidants. And both of those products, I personally double dip. I do CE in the morning and I do Alto Advanced at night before I use my alpha ret. But they are both, vitamin C and alpha ret, are products, one in the morning, one at night, that make a tremendous difference on
Even
the
if
skin.
you just added those two to your skincare routine, it would make a big difference.
Yes.
I love, just like personally, the colostrum
Oh, God, yes.
from Epicurean. And another one I like is HA.
The hyaluronic acid.
Yeah.
So hyaluronic acid is what's in these two products.
Okay.
And in my little go-to kit, which contains the cleanser, herbal cleanser, hyaluronic acid, colostrum, and the body lotion, there's different levels of molecular weight, and that's over most people's heads. But as long as you're using a good quality hyaluronic acid and a moisturizer, colostrum's my moisturizer in the morning.
It's beautiful.
It's the best moisturizer I've come across for morning. It just gives everyone dewy skin.
Yeah. What's something that's overhyped? I think tretinoin.
Well,
Sorry, I'm not a tretinoin fan. I don't understand why every single person on the planet's using it.
I'll agree with you. That being said, there are a select few people that do need a tretinoin.
A select few people, but everyone's using it.
Or too young of an audience wanting to use aggressive skincare. That's something I'm seeing. These darling 10-year-olds, 12-year-olds, Mom, let's go to Sephora and drop $1,000 on skin. They don't need those products. It's
That's
actually
hard.
not good for their skin.
Zaza, when she's ready to start
Oh, I will take care of Zaza.
in 2 years. No, I'm just kidding.
Zaza's wearing sunscreen and hats
Zaza
now.
wears her mineral stick that you gave her.
Yes.
What's the brand that she uses?
MD Solar Science.
MD Solar Silence. It's no ingredients.
No, it's developed by a few dermatologists, and it's super, super safe and wonderful and easy to use for the kids too.
Yeah, I just rub it on.
Yeah,
Like it's
easy.
a stick.
Yeah.
It's none of that like white copper tone shit.
No,
Yeah,
no.
What is the truth about pore size?
So pores is what makes your skin breathe. Okay. So what makes your pores appear larger? Because you can't shrink pores. What makes a pore look larger is when there's debris in the pore. So the pore actually opens up. So when we get our skin nice and cleansed and hydrated, your pores are going to appear smaller. So the better you care for your skin, the more exfoliated and hydrated your skin is, your pores will appear smaller.
I can think of someone that I know that has huge black pores.
That is just a lot of muck in their pores.
So they just need to clean it out.
They need a good hydrofacial.
Are those Biore strips bullshit?
Oh, God, no. You don't want to use Biore strips.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Because those are like ripping on the skin.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll get to this because there's something in this.
Tell us about this.
Okay, so you talked about oil cleanser a second ago.
Okay.
All right. Epicutis. This is also a gift for you, Lauryn. This is from Epicutis. This oil cleanser right here, there is nothing. Oh, my God, they don't want me to get it out. Well, okay. This oil cleanser right here, there is nothing on the market that's this good that I've ever used. And you get a little,
Staci.
oh, you're so welcome. And you're also going to get a little enzyme exfoliant with it. 1 to 3 times a week, you're going to mix this enzyme exfoliant with the oil cleanser. And this is going to go in and just clean out
and
your
fine to
pores.
have during pregnancy.
Yeah, all pregnancy safe.
Okay.
Limited ingredients in all of this. You have talk about pregnancy for your belly. This is a lipid body treatment. Pregnancy safe. It's going to hydrate your skin. Lovely. This lipid serum, 9 ingredients in here. This just hydrates your skin, and then a moisturizer.
By the way, one thing I love about you is I feel like you are very curated, like a tastemaker when it comes to your products.
Oh yeah, and I try everything, as you know, on myself. If I don't like it, no one's going to like it. And I am so picky. I've been doing this for so long. I know quality and I know bullshit when
That's
I
why
see
I
it.
was so flattered when you liked the ice roller and the mouth tape.
Are you kidding me? That mouth tape, both Ed and I, last night I went to bed and I'm like, oh, wait, my mouth tape, ran back.
You can't forget it.
No, my little hyaluronic acid and then my Epicurean lip balm, mouth tape. It is a game. If people have not tried that mouth tape,
It's the best.
it will change your night's sleep.
But it is the best mouth tape on the market. It's the strongest. I've tried
it's
every
lovely.
single one. And you know what's funny? I have an Aura ring. And
I want to get one of those.
I tracked my sleep for a couple months, mouth taping. And then I was like, I'm going to try one night, even though it's going to be miserable without mouth taping. My sleep score was horrible.
Is that right?
Completely changed my sleep.
Oh yeah, no, there's if you haven't tried it, you're missing out. And your mint roller is probably one of my favorite products.
It works great,
Yes.
especially in the morning when you're puffy. Is there such thing, this is a great question, as too much skincare?
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
Yes. So I'm educated enough. I know when my skin needs what. I believe that a cleanser during the day, and I'm now doing my hypochlorous acid spray, of course, my active spray, a vitamin C, a hyaluronic acid, a moisturizer, and a sunscreen. But then I'm also doing Phyto A on myself. Phyto A is a SkinCeuticals product that you were using that's good for your skin tone and texture and redness. So, and then of course I also use PTOX. So, I think that I don't feel the products that I use, which are how many are there? There's vitamin C, there's PTOX, there's HA, a moisturizer, and sunscreen. I'm only using 5 products.
I think
And then eye
sometimes
cream
what you and I do,
and
though, is
cleanser.
like we'll mix it up. Like
Yes.
sometimes during that night, we'll use like discoloration.
Yes, that's what I said. But
It's kind of like a chef.
it is like a chef. And I always say I can't cook to save my life, but
I
I
only
can
use 5
skincare.
products in the morning and the night too, but I mix it up.
Yeah, and different days of the week, different times of the month, your skin might need something different. Hey, every once in a while, you might want to do a little bit more of an exfoliation so that your powder, you're only going to use that 1 to 3 times a week, but that's going to really clean out your pores. Then you can use this hydrating mask in your red light.
Or if I have like dermatitis, I'm not putting 20 products on my face.
If you're having dermatitis,
I
you're
literally
using
would do
nothing
yeah,
active.
like something like Agent Natura's serum.
Actually, from now on, you're going to use your hypochlorous acid spray and your restorative HA serum, and it'll
Okay.
be cleared that within 2 days.
And I've been doing my red light panel every single day.
Good. Are you loving it?
I love it. If you guys have not listened to that episode, go back and listen. Staci's on it. More rapid fire questions.
Okay.
What's your skincare pet peeve?
People picking their face.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't.
Bacteria.
Yeah, oh my goodness. Yeah, people picking their face and not washing their face at night.
Okay. Tell us about how you wax people's nose hair, because this is amazing what you do.
Well, I don't ever want to embarrass anyone, right? But if I'm working on you and I'm you're upside down and I could see those little hairs moving when you're breathing, oh my God. It used to make me want to gag, but then I will just ever so delicately, while I'm doing a little dermaplane, I might say, have you ever thought of maybe delicately removing those little hairs from your nose. Oh, you can do that? Yes. And then I just stick the end of a Q-tip in a ball of wax and I jam it up their nose and then I pull it out and oh my God, it looks like a little Christmas tree on the end. But and I don't go high. I just stick the tip in. Guys used to say that, right? Just put the tip in. But, oh my God. Sorry, honey. But honestly, I'm not going to go all the way up, but just the little inside rim. You just stick the tip in. This sounds so fucking nasty. I'm so sorry. But then you yank out those hairs and you breathe better. But there's nothing more unattractive than hair hanging out of the nostrils of a human being. You're not supposed to have hair hang out of your ears or your nose.
Taylor, book an appointment ASAP. I saw a literal piece of fur hanging out of your nose earlier.
Oh my
Taylor,
goodness.
I don't know. Do you trim your nose hair? Do you?
Well, sometimes people try to get in there with a little pair of scissors or one of those little twirly things. Those don't work. And it's done in an ounce. It doesn't hurt. I've done it to you. It doesn't hurt.
No.
I've done it to myself.
What's the biggest lie beauty brands tell us to get us to spend more?
Oh, that it's going to make you look a certain way. Oh, you want to look like this J-Lo. You want to look like J-Lo? Use this. Or you want to look like Kim Kardashian? Use this. It's bullshit. I think it's false advertising because most people are going to believe that. And that saddens me that, here's a kid. She maybe doesn't come from a rich family. She's saving her babysitting money and she's going to go spend $75 on something that's going to make her look like Taylor Swift. And it's not going to, and I'm not saying any of these celebrities have tried to pimp products like that, but I really have a problem when people are going to make a promise to someone that you're going to get this result by using this product because skincare is not one size fits all. I keep saying that.
This episode is brought to you by Saks Fifth Avenue. I am a huge Saks Fifth Avenue fan. They have so many beautiful brands on their site. You really can't go wrong. They have dresses, they have jewelry, they have claw clips. I'm a big claw clip person and they have the best designer claw clips. I know that's random, but I love a beautiful hair accessory. Go over the little tab that says new and they have everything organized and streamlined for you. They even have a Mother's Day gift guide, which I think is so perfect for Mother's Day. If you're looking for an outfit for weekend, for hosting, for going out, for work, for vacation, they really have everything curated for you. You can truly find your spring closet if you want a refresh. Go on, check out their sale, check out Mother's Day gifts, check out the kids section, the beauty section, and the claw clips. I'm telling you, if you want something specific, any new styles, they have it all. They have you covered. It's like a one-stop shop. My personal favorite section at the moment is pajamas and robes. As you guys know, I am a huge pajama connoisseur. I'm a collector of pajamas. Katie, who works with me the other day, said she's never seen someone with so many pajamas. I love pajamas. I love to live in pajamas. Silk ones give me all the luxurious pajamas. Shop Saks.com. That's Saks.com. I love condiments. I really, really am into condiments. I love ketchup. I love mayo. I love a special sauce. And where I buy all my condiments is Primal Kitchen. They have the best condiments on the market because it's real whole food. So I learned all about normal ketchup. It's full of sugar. And Primally Pure actually makes their ketchup unsweetened. There's no high fructose corn syrup, cane sugar, or artificial sweeteners. And the best part is the ketchup's made with real organic California-grown tomatoes. So this is the ketchup that I give my kids with their eggs, their French fries. They've been eating these tallow fries. They're so good with Primal Kitchen's ketchup. And then also I'll give them with a burger or chicken nuggets. They love this ketchup. And then the special sauce I use in my bowl of meat to make my hamburger bowl. It's so delicious, so good. And the ingredients are high quality. It honestly tastes like homemade sauce. And then lastly, don't sleep on their mayo. I put it on my kids' turkey sandwiches. I like the avocado mayo, but I also like the regular one. And I just think they do such a good job of not using seed oils like most mayos. They use avocado oil. We all know we should be eating more real whole food, but seriously, who has the time to make sauces and dressings from scratch? Not me. But obviously, I have you covered. Head to primalkitchen.com/skinny. You save 20% off your next online order with code SKINNY at checkout. That's PRIMAL kitchen.com/skinny, code SKINNY. Primal Kitchen products are also available in stores nationwide, so visit primalkitchen.com/skinny to find a location near you. I like my lips to be plump. I feel like we all do. If you're looking for a new go-to lip gloss, you got to check out YSL Beauty. They just came out with their new YSL Love Shine Plumping Lip Oil Gloss, and I am obsessed. This oil-infused plumping lip gloss is infused, wait for it, with a spicy ginger oil and my personal favorite, hyaluronic acid. I love hyaluronic acid for plumping my lips. I always have. It's something that I like to use after all of my skincare. So I'll put my skincare on, I'll put a really great hyaluronic acid infused lip gloss on, and then I'll put my brow peptide on and I am good to go. It just makes you look fresh and refreshed. I specifically like YSL Love Shine Plumping Lip Oil Gloss because it has this wand and it's jumbo. It's really plush and it gives you like a soft, cushiony feel on your lips. So if you're looking for a formula that's oil infused, or you just want plumper looking lips, or if you want to try my personal favorite ingredient, hyaluronic acid mixed with a little spicy ginger oil, and you want your lips hydrated, you have to try this. Since I like to wear this after my skincare, my favorite out of all of the 9 shades is Lucky Moonstone. It's kind of like a pale pink, and it's really natural. I like a natural gloss, especially with this because it is plumping the lips. I like to keep it just juicy fresh, if you know what I mean. Shop all 9 dreamy shades of YSL Love Shine Plumping Lip Oil Gloss now at Sephora. One product that has transformed not only my sleep but my jawline is mouth tape. I mouth tape every single night. There is not a night that goes by that I miss mouth taping. And the first thing that I notice is I wake up with way more energy. When you're nose breathing all night, you get so much more oxygen. It's incredible. And also it supports your tongue posture while you sleep, which sculpts your jawline and makes it stronger. So what I've noticed is better tongue posture, better sleep, more energy in the morning. I cannot live without it. The other night I actually fell asleep for like 2 hours without my mouth tape, and I woke up with a dry mouth. I felt like I was almost like hungover. I can't explain it. I have to have this as my nightly routine. So what I do is after my skincare, I put the Skinny Confidential mouth tape on. It has a tiny little slit so you can use a straw if you get thirsty in the middle of the night to drink, and then I sleep with it all night. And then in the morning, I mist my face, I remove it, and it is the sleep hack of a lifetime. I know anyone who is looking for a better sleep, more energy in the morning, and a more sculpted jawline will love it. You can shop it now at shopskinnyconfidential.com. That's shopskinnyconfidential.com.
What's something controversial that you think about skin that people don't agree with?
Probably my opinion on Retin-A.
Jeez, people get... This is
Yay,
what
they
I
got
think.
really bent out of shape.
Here's
And
what it
again,
is.
I love my Alpha Red Overnight Renew, and it has a retinoid in there, folks, and I am all about it. But its other ingredients make it much more easy to use without irritation.
My thing is when you've been using a product for a really long time, say you've been using Tret for 5 years, and you hear someone say that, it's scary.
Well, you know, some people that have been using a retinol product for a long time, their skin's acclimated to it and it works for them. I applaud that. Then I will also say, hey, before you come in for even a hydrofacial, right, let's not use it for 5 days because I don't want to wax your eyebrows or do something like that while you're using that product. But in my opinion, you can get a beautiful result with the Alpha Red Overnight Renew. And there's might be other products out there that are similar to Alpha Red, nothing that I've come across. I mean, I will sing the praises to Skin Better's Alpha Red Overnight Renew. What I've seen it do to my own skin after already having decent skin, I saw a significant result, and it does contain a retinoic acid.
What I've learned from you the most about skincare is it's not something you do like once a week.
No.
It's not something you do once a month. It's something you do every single day. It's reps at the gym.
It is. It is. Skincare is, you gotta, it's consistency, right? So if you're going to go to the gym, you can't just bang out a few bicep curls and a few crunches and look like $1 million after once or twice at the gym. It's consistency. But skincare is something you have to do every single day. And again, we can bring it down. We can break it down to the bare minimums. You know, I want 3 or 4 products. That's all I want. Okay, fine. We can do that because something is better than nothing.
Well, what's so great about you is your facials are very expensive. They are. It's hard to get in with you. Someone posted the other day that they couldn't get in for 2 years.
That's not true. Anna, is that true?
Maybe.
Oh, no.
Anna, no, come on. People can't get in.
No.
I'm like, who do I have to fuck to get in?
Well, you know, I mean, I will.
Sometimes
I come
I'm
in
like
on a
annoying.
day off. I'll come in.
I book my appointments 4 months in advance to see you.
Now, my facials are expensive, but guess what? In New York and Beverly Hills,
By the way,
they're not. They're way more expensive.
don't have to justify your. If I were you, like your facials are perfectly priced.
Yeah,
But
for
here's
what
my
I
question.
spent 2 hours with you, also.
People want to book with you all the time. You're packed.
Yes.
My question and my comment is that you know that. And so what you did is you made it accessible to everybody, which is so amazing. So tell people if they can't afford your facial or they can't get in, what they can do, because you made a little program.
Yeah, well, the virtual consultation. So you contact the office, DM, whatever, and I do virtual consultations on Tuesdays and Fridays. I spend 30, sometimes 40 minutes with you, and we delve into everything. What's bothering you? I will curate a specific skincare regimen to fit your budget, to fit your needs, and it's amazing 100% of the time the difference. People will reach out and say, I can't believe the difference in my skin after just a week or 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's like eating. If you're eating Captain Crunch and McDonald's every single day,
Right.
and then you strip it and you go to like a whole food diet.
Well, you know, and this is where, and I care. So I'm going to tell a quick story. I worked on this darling 18-year-old kid that was sick with strep. And she had strep throat, and she also had something else. She was sick in bed for 6 or 8 weeks, long time. Clear skin. After having strep, and she had something else going on with her, her skin was riddled with acne. So the doctors put her on something, probiotics, prebiotics, after all of these antibiotics, and her skin was so angry. So I actually put her on the hypochlorous acid spray and the restorative serum and said, let's back off of everything, including taking all those probiotics and prebiotics, because I've taken a couple of courses from medical doctors talking about the probiotics not being good for everyone's gut and can make you break out. So I had tears in my eyes because she was grasping at straws. You know, the doctors wanted to put her on Accutane. And hey, I mean, I would like to do everything in my power so someone didn't have to go on Accutane. But I invested I care about her. As a matter of fact, you know, we're going to be following up with her this week to make sure that we're on the right path. But that's what I like to do, is to help each individual's needs. And no, I can't see 100 people in a week. I just can't. But I do have my clients. I do have my set clients. I now have another esthetician, Lauryn. Her name is Mary. And Mary has 25 years experience as an SD. She's fantastic. I trained her to do things my way. Not that my way is the best way, but you know, you know how I work. I'm a perfectionist, and so is she. So she's seeing some patients who I can't see. I'm comfortable with her working on my skin. She's very, very good. So that also allows people to get in and get a service done. But the virtual consultations is the way to go, and allows me to work with people literally all over the world.
It's so cool. I think it's amazing that you have that set up so
I
anyone
enjoy
can
it.
work with you.
Yes.
And like you said, it doesn't have to be 10 products.
No, whatever whatever is going on with you, I can make a skincare regimen to suit your needs and to suit your budget.
Is slugging good for your skin?
I don't even know what slugging is.
Slugging is a skincare technique that involves a thin layer of Vaseline. So
Give me a
all
break.
these girls on TikTok are putting tons of Vaseline on their face. Taylor's putting his on his dick.
Oh my God.
And then they leave it on all night because it gives you deeply hydrated skin.
No. Vaseline is going to give you milias, folks. And talk about plugging up your pores. So
Explain what Milia's is because people don't know what that is.
Milia is a little hard, round ball under the skin that you are not going to be able to extract yourself. And it's just a buildup of dead skin cells and debris.
The little white dots under your eyes.
Or anywhere on the face for that matter, not having your skin clean enough. So it's so they're looking for something occlusive to hold in the hydration. Right here, your HA. Yes. The HA renewing serum. That is going to, you can put that on at the end of your skincare regimen and it's not going to plug up your pores. Vaseline, Aquaphor, sometimes people use Aquaphor after a really aggressive laser treatment. I would much rather use the restorative HA serum.
My thing is, why would anyone put petroleum on their skin? Is it petroleum? Is that how you say it?
Well, yeah, it's Vaseline.
Go Google what petroleum does to your skin.
I highly advise against that, in my opinion.
I think you have to be really careful just blindly following trends on Instagram.
Well, TikTok, Instagram, that's, the pet peeves. I mean, this is people getting out there and, I don't know, just creating the most ridiculous things for people to try. What drives me crazy is these sheep of people that just follow along. Okay, let's give it a try. I mean, come on, use some common sense, or speak to a professional, speak to an esthetician or a dermatologist. I mean, I can't believe one esthetician would say, "Yeah, I think it's a great idea to slather your face in Vaseline before you go to bed."
I think that a lot of people don't have access to an expert or a doctor, and so they use Instagram as that.
Agreed. But and I can get my message out there. I mean, I'm probably not the only esthetician either that provides a virtual consultation. You don't need to come in, but get the advice of a professional. And whether it's your dermatologist or an esthetician, to me, I actually think an esthetician might do a little bit better job because derms are doctors. I mean, look at my derm, using tretinoin and then putting a peel on her face to where she had to use a steroid to heal her own skin. But an esthetician who knows what they're doing can help guide you to the right skincare regimen.
What would you say, and I've never asked you this on an episode, my skin journey has been with you?
Well, I think that we've struggled with your pigment, and that's just because you've had these 3 pregnancies, and you used to not be as diligent about sun protection.
No, and skincare. I've always been a skincare person.
Yeah, but your skin.
But you made me militant.
Yes, and I've seen a huge difference. And then also, sometimes you might dermaplane your face a little too aggressively or too often, which can create the little dermatitis.
Yep.
So
I have to be careful of that.
Yes. And now your hypochlorous acid spray is going to be your new best friend.
How often should I dermaplane?
No more than once a week, Lauryn.
Okay.
No more. I don't do it, once a month. I mean, if you get a few hairs on your upper lip, you could just take those off real quick.
Okay.
And you can, you use your little blade or even just a razor, not a disposable razor. It has to be like a man's fusion, but your blade is perfectly fine.
I think I like my skin better now than 10 years ago.
Yeah, you look younger now. Your skin is more vibrant and beautiful and glowing. Your skin, when you walk into the room, it's the first thing I see. Well, I see your big, beautiful eyes and your beautiful smile and your great hair, but your skin is a huge focal point of you now.
Well, I would attribute that to your teaching and also the skincare routine that you have me on.
Yeah. And we change that up, right? We do. It's not always the same
flow
thing.
With it.
Yeah. We did the same thing with Michael. Yeah. Michael's skin is just gorgeous now.
Peter Attia. Do you know who that is? He wrote The Longevity or Outlive.
I know. I don't know him, but I know who he is.
Fabulous. We went to dinner with him, and the next day he messaged Michael and says, "What do you use on your skin?"
I love that.
Michael should set you up with him.
Yes. Well, you mean, I can do a virtual consultation with him. Yes. Yes.
Or come to Austin and do all of our facials.
Yeah. And schlep all my stuff. Yeah. Anna, are you ready for that?
Do an Austin pop-up. Staci Christie in Austin. Can we do a code for our audience to shop?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Skinny 10.
Skinny 10. What's the website?
www.stacichristie.com, and my handle is Staci Christie Skin.
And if I'm going to pick 3 skin products that I would start with, and then you can pick yours.
Okay.
I would definitely get the CE SkinCeuticals.
Yes.
The vitamin C. That's a no-brainer, like you said. That's a must. I would also get, I'm going to say the Agent Nature mist. I love that mist in the morning.
Holy water.
And then I'm going to say the colostrum.
Okay.
Epicure and colostrum.
The CE might not be suitable for everyone.
Okay, and this is perfect. You tell them what's suitable for everyone.
I think, I love the CE Ferulic or the Floritin CF, but something that might be a little safer would be the Alto Advanced by Skin Better, because that is your vitamin C along with 19 other antioxidants. So you just want me to choose 3. So a vitamin C, and then the Alpharet for nighttime cellular turnover. I'm not going to talk sunscreen because that's a no-brainer for everyone. I'm going to say the HA serum here, the Renew HA serum.
You guys, what if they want to book with you?
Well, if they want to book with me, they could book through the website or DM social media.
Okay.
And yes, we will have a response. And I do virtual consultations Tuesdays and Fridays. And Katie will set those up with people, and you can book that directly online.
And she'll be available in 2040.
No, that is not true. Now, my calendar changes constantly, but and you can get in to see Mary for a facial much quicker than me. But I am taking new clients. Now, it might take a minute. Anna's rolling her eyeballs like a slot machine. Now, I am taking new clients, but it might take a minute to get in to see me.
It's hard.
And I honestly, you guys, I love what I do. At the end of the day, yes, I'm 61. I have no intention of retiring. I love to make a difference. If I can make any individual feel the best version of themselves, nothing makes me happier than that. Nothing.
Staci Christie, my facialist since, God, I want to say, how many years?
Close to 20?
Yeah, long time.
Long time.
I don't fuck around when it comes to skin, you guys. And she's the best of the best. She's a great friend. She's changed my husband's skincare routine. Taylor, book an appointment now for 2040. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you, Lauren. Love
Pimp
you.
your Instagram out before you go. What's the Instagram handle?
Instagram handle, Staci Christie Skin. Website, www.stacichristie.com. That's STACI Christie, CHRISTIE. Have a great day, guys. Thanks for having me, Lauren.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Big hug.